Today, you are going to learn so much new stuff here on my favorite map of Nuke. For a lot of new players, they tend to stray away from this map. It's very difficult to learn. It's super weird with the bomb sites on top of each other, but trust me, by the end of this video, you will be a better Nuke player. I don't want you to stay away from the map because especially at low levels, you can actually queue so much of Nuke and just completely dominate the other team that you're playing just by knowing a few basic things. Join us today in this coaching session, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, guys, join my community down below in the Discord so that you can interact, grow together, and just become the best player possible and find those connections that are so important. If you want to help me out, hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get into this coaching session.
Yeah, I honestly don't know anything on Nuke.
Awesome. We'll learn a lot. We'll definitely learn a lot then. All right, looks like we're going to be playing a ramp. Cool. One thing I'm going to recommend for you on pistol round, and I mean, you could do this on gun round too, but for pistol round, man, take advantage of the long range. If you are have a USP, obviously we want to take long range fights. So either here, I want you to jump up on this box and peek out here, peek on this railing out here, or come down here and peek like this. Now, this isn't just to give ourselves a favorable fight. What also is it going to do? If we start seeing people rushing through here from all the way back here, now we have the idea for ourselves, but also for our team, what the enemy team is doing. Say 5 guys are rushing ramp, which, you know, could happen a lot. Boom. Now we know from back here that there are indeed 5 people rushing. Of course, we're going to have teammates that should be able to hear that too. But overall, that's going to be your best bet on pistol round versus taking contact right here. We're not going to see how many people or what's going on until they're actually peeking us, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good thing to do on pistol round. The caveat to that is if you're going to do a trap setup. So say you have like 2 people ramp, dude, it can be so good to have one guy hide here and then one guy get ready to swing off of everything, or even play like an off angle like out here and then swing the same way, or crouch and do it. But if you're by yourself, I think that's your best bet on pistol round. Either way, really good aim. And then if you want to play next level 2, man, this is what we like call the time to literally GTFO, like get out of there, right? So we get that first kill. Instead of like we start shooting, whatever, that's cool. Don't instinctively fall back into this side. Don't come here, dude. Just drop and then leave, or drop, reload. If you want to get greedy, come here. Your aim bails you out here and the lack of aim from the opponent, but us like dropping and having it's just so awkward. Also with their spacing, if they were better players, this guy wouldn't be back here. He'd be all the way up here. And you see how exposed and how vulnerable we become, right? Yeah. So yeah. As a ramp player, man, yeah, and we're actually so fortunate these guys are trolling. As a ramp player, that fallback plan, you have to get so good at that. Boom, take shots, boom, we're out of there. We come back here, and then we can discuss where to go once we're down here. Because again, remember, ramp is not a bomb site, right? We want to hold on to this space, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world if we have to give it up. And it can actually be very beneficial to give it up if we know there's like 3, 4, 5 guys coming ramp. Well, awesome. Now our teammates can push through and take space. As we know, Counter-Strike is a push and pull game, and we don't always just have to, you know, brute force and take every fight there is. Catch him off, and we know where our last guy is. Now, do you notice something here? You're on 14 health, right?
Yeah.
So what should your objective be when you're on 14 health here?
I guess bait him so my teammate can get my refrag, I think.
So that is definitely one option you can do. Yes, you're low HP, so you're valuable for dying for a teammate. Also, if you want to play by yourself, because sometimes in these games we're not going to be able to have the best comms, even when we're queued to people and stuff, we want to either take a headshot fight or a surprise fight. One of the best ways to do that is actually get on the rafters here and play on this box, crouch. It's a really good position on rifle round, or just come out here. And then when the enemy is coming out at you, it's a really weird fight for them, and it's very easy for you. We don't necessarily want to expose our body here and just be out in the open. It ends up working out here, but we want to make the fight really weird in some way for the enemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, I mean, 1 round in, and that's so much info to unpack right there. Like that's a lot of stuff. Lots of good things that we can think about and improve. Also, as a ramp player, yeah, it's fine. It's fine if you have a molly, I guess, and we don't have enough to get a smoke. I'd say prioritize smoke if you're not going to use the molly early, but it's still okay.
This coaching session is brought to you by Skins Monkey. They are the best CS2 trading site out there. Swap out the skins you do not like and upgrade them into higher quality new items. I have personally used Skins Monkey to build my inventory and love how many features the site has. The best thing is that you can gain your own crazy deposit bonus of 35% by using my code KOJOMO. They also have a freebie section where you can get free new skins by completing tasks, and you also get a $5 bonus by clicking my link in the description of the video.
Yeah, and especially on this round, this is going to be the best fix for you in ramp, bro. Especially on its second round when you guys have the rifles and enemies are going to be on a force or a save. Yeah, for sure, take your long range fight. Because also as a ramp player, our nightmare is if somebody can cross to this wall without us knowing, which is going to happen if you default and start here. Because if we just start the round and we go here, we know that nobody can cross over here. So it simplifies things. And now all we have to do is worry about one plane of people peeking us versus if they get over there and we decide to like drop or fight here. Now our crosshair has to worry about two different areas where someone could swing us.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Mm-hmm. Aggression's very greedy, but it's okay. And Premier and Pugs, like, I completely understand. Like, I like aggression. I like running at them. So that's fine.
Yeah, in my mind, I was like, they have pistols. What
Yeah.
could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
But
Which,
then...
yeah. Well, it's good too because your teammate's crunching here with him, with you. So you guys are actually playing very well together. So I actually, it's a good play, right? Let me see what happens when we rotate into ramp here. Where does this go? Well, one, anytime lower is compromised. Anytime lower is compromised, man, do not get into the habit of knifing out and jumping down here because we don't know the spacing. We don't know how fast the enemies were, what's going on. Someone could already be in one of these corners on here, or they could already be like walking up here, right? So it's fine. They have lower. We rotate out. This is okay, I guess. Like we're kind of split up, which is bad, but whatever. Get your gun out and get ready to fight. Visualize those fights and just understand that like all this is compromised. Yeah. And I mean, good shot from that guy, but overall the problem though is like, oops, is like, you see now this guy, we died. Now this guy is coming out here to go to the same place you were, right? So while it sucks because like you're prodding early trying to get kills and 100% it could have gone your way, it's just sad because like we're just not playing together as a team, which is a common theme. I mean, even at my level, like face it, 3,000 plus elo, that's a theme that happens. But you know, maybe just chill a second, realize like, look, we have rifles, they got the bomb down, whatever, it's fine. Let's just play together and use our man advantage, our power, like our gun advantage, and you know, just roll them. But we end up winning. So I'm gonna get into the server after and show you exactly what you need to be doing. You have the right idea, it's just with the wrong type of nade. So you're gonna start every round in either molly or smoke here. That's what you're gonna do.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean that's the right idea though. And I will say to you, this is fine now. Like where you're at, this is fine. But you're gonna get absolutely punished just running in like this. The higher you get up. So I mean, if it works now, do it. But just understand that this isn't gonna be a play that's sustainable. At least the way we're doing it. Aggression's fine. Like aggression's fine. Just kind of the way we're peeking. We're coming into here, looking at the wall, swinging really close. We're not like coming in here and jiggling real quick. Okay, nobody there, jiggle, and then like we're just going all in, like balls deep right away. This is fine. Using that to jump is okay. But like here at lazy peek, right? We're jumping here, great peek. But then this is a common place somebody will be, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna get punished in the future, like from so many different angles. Sometimes I play up here, sometimes I play over here. If someone's backdoor and they start hearing you run through, like, oh shoot. Okay, but our aggression does pay off. Unlucky, we missed the jump.
Yeah.
Super unlucky. Yeah. And these guys still don't know what's going on. Nice. Oh, yep. You're good. You're good. You're good. And remember, what is this? This is like a textbook example of when you can use that util. Now, one, I would hope that in the future we use our molly or smoke for ramp, like I said. But and that way we can like throw a nade or something. But here it's like, oh, he's shooting me in secret. Okay, maybe I can use this as cover and throw a molly over top to like pressure him, right? We do good and we distract him and our teammate gets a kill, but those are just ways you can think about utility. It's like, oh, I don't want to take this fight. I don't need to take. Okay, let me just throw a molly over top and pressure him. Yeah, and that's great because like think about it, man. We killed the guy with bomb, right? You are the guy that literally kills the bomb carrier, so you 100% know that bomb should be down somewhere, right? Is like this guy with bomb, or was it down here? Yeah, I think that was the guy with bomb. I just don't know why we can't. Oh, it's over here. That's why. Yeah, so we killed bomb carrier. I don't need you to play perfect, but if you're ever wondering why some games you're like losing control of the game, like why it's harder than it needs to be, it's exactly because of this. This is where you've got to think, and you've got to be like, look, they can't win this round. Like bomb is down outside, he has to get it, kill us, plant the bomb. Like it's impossible. The only way he wins is if we search. And why are we searching with 30 health, right? So like these are the type of things that it's like, man, the game becomes so much harder than it needs to be. Because now your teammate's on 1 HP, it becomes a little more difficult for them. It looks like they actually clean it up, but it might get a little close. Right?
Yeah, it did.
Because like look, like right now, like this could be a 3v1. Look how hard it is for him. He's like, oh, I gotta search like everywhere. I gotta like think about everything, and I still have to plant the bomb, right? So in those situations, less is better. Less is so much better. Yeah, and here he shouldn't be pulling out his knife and he dies. But this guy played it great. Like this guy honestly played it very nice. He puts himself in a position, peeks off. Like it's pretty good. And I just say that because once again, look at our money. Like you're on $350. This guy's buying an auto shotty now. He's buying a mag set. Like we've won 3 rounds in a row, but our money is just awful now. Which is a self-inflicted error. Like that's not our opponents doing that. That's purely just us doing that to ourselves. Again, like we said, we'll fix that. That'll be really good. Also, if you're gonna play here, bro, utilize crouch and then uncrouch. Crouch and uncrouch. Anytime we can not be a stationary target and throw in just a little bit of movement, even if it's something as simple as that. One, you're gonna catch good timings. You're gonna crouch, and then they're gonna be peeking as you're crouching, maybe, and you uncrouch, and all of a sudden you're popping out of nowhere. So when they're clearing ramp, they're going to be like, okay, that's clean. Oh, what? I was just checking that, right? Again, it's going to create movement, which makes yourself a harder target to hit. All around, just so good to implement those little crouch, uncrouch, crouch, uncrouch.
Okay.
Or little jiggles. I mean, that could even work too. Little AD. Okay, we find ourselves in a sticky situation here. You're good. And in the future here too, if you ever get stuck on this wall, just remember, you do have util. Now, we're not going to be able to use it as cleanly as we would hope to, but like we could throw a smoke off of this box and land here. You know, we could try to throw a flash or something to help ourselves out.
Yeah, utility, I forget it a lot.
It's been a while. Do you have your util binded to different keys, or do you scroll to it?
Yeah, my Q is my nade.
Okay.
My 2 mouse buttons is smoke and fire thingy.
Okay,
and
awesome.
4 is my flashbang.
That's great. Yeah, that's really good, man. Eventually, we gotta teach you how to go up. Oh yeah, you're kind of doing it. That was good. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it on a TikTok.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I can do it smoothly.
I do have a video on my main channel where I made that. Maybe it's worth watching.
Okay.
It's not the most important skill that you need to learn right now. You have bigger things that you need to focus on, but it's definitely a good thing to develop. Look, right here. Perfect example, right? So it's fine that you decide to back off. This isn't winnable. It's a 1v5. You should be saving. But like this is how you need to start thinking about nades just to get into the habit of it. Guy is stuck back here. We can throw a grenade in the air without being exposed. Throw an HE off this wall that's going to land back here and bank in here, right? Like if we can start thinking about our HEs in that sort of way, you're going to get so much damage. You're not always going to kill them, but you're going to get so much damage. You're going to make your life so much easier. And especially when you're on CT side, even if you do 10 damage with an HE grenade, your M4 now becomes an AK. You now one-shot them in the head. So yeah, like same concept. Like you're behind cover, throw a nade. Just like I was telling you a secret. You're behind cover, you throw a molly or nade. Such a good way to start utilizing that. Now this round is a perfect example of boost. You guys should boost here. You guys are both on pistols. Get someone up here into this position and hold like this. And then maybe the other guy can hide here and wait for his contact and swing together. These are some next level concepts and ideas that are going to make you more dynamic as a player. Give you more layers. Also, we can see here just how Counter-Strike works. Which one is this guy? Is he 8? Yeah. So like just how Counter-Strike works, you can't see him at all. You literally cannot see him And he's sitting there like, oh, what is this guy doing? Like, what, you know? So just realize not just Nuke, but that's something that's going to happen a lot is you got to think about where your head is as well.
Okay.
Because it is deceiving because it's like, oh, I can't see them. So surely they can't see me. But anytime we're playing close to any sort of wall or cover, that can happen to us. Okay, like I said, I'm going to show you exactly the nades you need to be throwing because with your aggression, it'll be really good. We can optimize it a little more. We have lobby control, but this one guy's giving us a lot of pressure here. Okay. We find another clueless T. Okay. And then again, 3v1. This is the same exact situation. Except bomb was down here this time, I think. Yeah, okay, never mind. But yeah, okay. Okay. Also, just a little side note. This is something that's a little niche, but as a ramp player on Nuke, man, even if you pick up flashes and nades from the round prior, your loadout almost always needs to have a smoke, one flash, one HE, and a molly. And if you don't have enough money, you should be prioritizing either the smoke or molly and then buy your nades. So if you ever have like 2 flashes, just drop one.
Okay.
Yeah. And so this is something that you're going to develop with the hours and hours of the game you play. But do you see what's happening right now when you do get this lobby control? You come into here and then you're like, oh shoot, now what? Right? Like you're like, now what do I do? You did so good, like, you know, running through here, doing this, whatever. But then we get here and we don't have a plan that's like solid in our head. So I get that every round, every game's going to be different. But if we can start developing that where it's like, okay, I pushed the ramp and I have this control. What do I need to do now? So, oh, maybe I want to push through and go deep. Or maybe, hey, I want to clear all of ramp and I start jiggling, or all of lobby and I start jiggling everything out. That should be going on either before the push happens or as you're in here. You should be thinking about like, what info do I have? What area do I want to take? What are the danger areas? Like all these things so that we don't freeze up as much. So we don't like start bouncing around and not knowing exactly what we want to do. That's also how we'll enter flow state because we're not thinking like, oh, should I do this or do that? We just do it. Because right here, you're just doing it. Honestly, like this play you're making right now, you're just doing it. You're not thinking about it. It's just happening. So if we can make that how you just play more often, you're going to enter flow state a lot. You're going to be very confident with how you play as a, you know, as a ramp player here. Okay, good info. Good info. Careful though. 1, don't reload. 1, like you shot like 6 bullets. 5, like don't reload. Just keep your gun. 2, they know you're in ramp, so just be really cautious. And again, this is where I need you to maybe throw in little micro jiggles. I know you're on top of this, so it makes it a little awkward. But maybe play an off angle too out here. Micro jiggle, like that.
Okay.
Throw in some movement so when they peek you, you're not just a stationary target. But most importantly too, if you can, maybe back up a little bit and pressure them with like a smoke here. This would be a crazy time to throw a smoke because then, dude, they're T's and they don't even have ramp control. This is really good recognition from you though, that you've recognized like, oh, look, nobody's playing in here and you can take this. That is something you have to be able to do as a ramp player. So it is encouraging to see that. Oh, nice. You don't stop moving there. That really helped you get the kill, that you don't stop moving with the MP9. But yeah.
And
yeah.
Got too greedy.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Because like he gave you like everything you could ask for. You get the kill. You're still pretty much full HP. There's an AK on the ground. I don't need you to grab it right away, but maybe jiggle. Okay, nobody's peeking me. Press E on the AK. Same thing, jiggle. Maybe risk it and pull a smoke out as you back up. Smoke it off the wall. And then, okay, we're chilling. Maybe you walk away and maybe we give ramp because now they're so paranoid about ramp. Maybe we give ramp and go back to A and play with our A player and push your hut. Or we just take the advantage and then play like a normal player. Yeah, most of these rounds look the same, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
I heard him, but
Yeah. Yeah, this is a little crazy. I mean, I like that you're not giving the T's respect though. Like honestly, I like that you're so aggressive and doing your thing. This is where when you're cute with your boys too, like it's hard because you don't have that many hours in the game. I don't know what their situation is, but to me, the perfect thing when you recognize this and you can just run through ramp is either have someone come with you right behind you as you're running in, or have your boy instantly run through hut as well, so that you guys are crunching lobby. We call it a lobby crunch. And then the icing on the cake would be if someone could go through door as well. So you have one guy going ramp, one guy going door, and one guy going hut. Or you can change it up a little bit, like I said. But that's the difference between like just doing something and then you guys collectively having that plan. You guys collectively knowing who's doing what. It's like, oh, Kegsy's going through ramp. You know, Feeling's doing this, right? So it's just understanding the macro picture of what everyone wants and needs from each other. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you how to counter you right now. Well, okay. First, do you think you know how you could counter how you're playing right now?
Probably just holding something.
Yeah. So
coming from Molly it off or something.
Yeah. So 100%. The counter to how you're playing right now is literally just someone with an AK coming here and waiting for you to run in, jump around, or even like here, or like if you know I'm an opper, so I think like an opper. I would literally just have an op and post right here. I'd be like, yo, can somebody hold my hut? And then I just come here, post, and wait for you and frag. So just realize that, yes, make your play, do your thing. But especially when you're holding W, it's going to get really readable. What I need you to do is hold W in different ways. You know, maybe push lobby, do this a few times. Have the confidence to run in here. Oh, nobody's holding, jiggle. Smoke deep back here. Throw a smoke real quick off the wall. Pressure there. Maybe, you know, another round you have somebody else play ramp and you go hold W outside, or you go, you know, just always change it up and have new ideas and fresh plans.
Okay.
Yeah, because this round we don't hold W because we got punished. And again, you're not moving. So if someone does peek you here, you're just a sitting target, and you might get the kill. You might, but it becomes like they're playing aimbots where they're just like, boom, okay, boom. That small detail is gonna do wonders for you, man. Yeah, and like I said earlier, like we're just really lazy with how we're clearing it, because if someone's in the corner here, you're dead. So really pre-aim these angles and visualize like somebody is there. And 90% of the time, nobody is going to be there. But when they are there, they're like, is this guy cheating? You know, is this guy a cheater? How is he pre-firing me like that? But really, you're just doing something over and over and over and over again to the point where like you're so ready if someone is there.
Okay.
But yeah, anytime you guys have two people ramp, a boost is a great idea when you have like an MP9, or I mean even a rifle. A rifle is fine too. It's so surprising. We just got to play that next level CS and have really cool fresh ideas with how to do things. A little sneaky play you can make too, I'd say with a pistol, like when you're like on a P250 or something, is hiding behind this box too. Even people on like 3K elo get surprised by someone just hiding back there. You could do it with a rifle too, but hiding back there is interesting play. There you go. You clear at that time. Hey, you get the kill? Yeah, back off now. Back off. And he runs you down. I mean, hey, we take it. Nice. Good movement to keep going back and forth. Again, you're making it really hard for them to shoot you when you do that. This is too much though, honestly. You get those kills and it looks like you're going to get another one later too anyways, but like if we're objectively just like looking at the situation, I don't blame you. It's a 5v2, right? It's a 5v2. But if you ever wonder why like some unlosable rounds we start losing, it's because like, you know, maybe we're the ones starting to throw, but it works out for us, so it's fine. Like I said, I do the same stuff, man. Like I go crazy in pugs and stuff like that as well.
It's with these plays I think I'm learning the best.
Yeah, that's true. Getting aggro and like seeing like limit testing. Okay. Cool. Cool. They just leave ramp. Amazing for us. Oh, what? Look. Why are we reloading, right? Like, why are we reloading there? Because we shot one bullet. We still have 19 left. And yes, well, technically, like, we shouldn't be too concerned. When you do play better players, as soon as they hear people running through ramp, the A players react. And you can steal this too if you're ever the A player. the A player's reaction is to immediately, like no hesitation, drop through vents here and go towards double or go towards single, whatever one they want. And if someone's down here, there's just, you know, there's no reason to reload. Okay. This is the, I'm gonna call it the light switch, the switch that I need you to have. Look, we sit here, we get the kill, boom. One thing that you can do to be a sneaky player is like, one, okay, maybe try to optimize being on the more of a headshot instead of being so exposed, but whatever. We get that kill, we chill here for a second, jump in here, but we're being quiet. We make no noise when we're in here, because then this guy on the radar, and communication isn't the best down here. This guy thinks that you're going to be on those stairs, but you've already slipped in here with no noise, and you're chilling and holding the rotates like you should. The problem with the play you're making right now is because you're so loud, like right here, we're running in the vents, it's so easy to tell where you are. Even right there, we're making another step and another. So, I mean, these guys, I guess, are not really hearing you or something, but that is how you're going to grow and become the best player possible. Is like, boom, we're taking fights, and then we slip in. It's like you're an assassin. You slip in, and now you're hidden here, and now you're hidden here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you need to think about things. And you know that's not just like that's like how operas should play. That's how rifler. That's literally how every single player should play. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So again, think about the round. We won this round, right? I don't want you to ever do this when you're facing off against like pistols and things like that, especially because you're alone outside here. You're so much better off, bro, just coming up here and playing Overwatch up here. Like, you know, like looking down on them and taking fights and doing this. Don't go balls deep when you have an AK and do this. Also, you don't need to jump, by the way, either. You can just come through here and run off and land here. I'll show you in the server.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought I needed to jump there.
Nope. But yeah. But okay, whatever. This is huge info though, right? So it's kind of hectic. I wouldn't even blame you if it's hard for you to call. I probably in a pug wouldn't even be coming. If I was in Discord, my boys, I'd be like, 3 guys outside. So then they should know this is that A's clear. So it actually ends up working out well for us, the info. But your mistake on the micro level here, and this is your decision making that we gotta fix for this, is you're seeing a lot of enemies on your screen, but your reaction is to swing out further, which I think it's a bigger macro problem you're facing, because same thing here. When we're ramp and we're fighting, our first reaction on pistol round was to swing out here, right? So we need to like condition you to make the opposite play, where it's like, okay, there's lots of guys I'm fighting outside. Let me isolate those fights. You know, let me back up and try to use cover to engage only one guy at a time. And it's hard. It's hard because every situation is going to be different, right? Like literally every single fight you take is going to be a new fight, brand new. But that's why if we can start to get comfortable with the positions we're in, it becomes really simple to understand. Like, oh, I'm fighting the guys on ramp. They're overrunning the plane that I'm holding. I get 1 kill, cool, dip, and now I do the same thing. Boom, take some kills, dip. So really, really good way to look at things. It works out for you here. I will say your weapon choice is really bad for the fights you're taking. This guy, honestly, like, and again, I want you to rise above the level that you're facing right now. This worked against this guy, but against players that are going to actually be able to play the game, any of these fights out here is so hard to take against a Mac 10, let alone this guy had no head armor. I don't know what he's thinking. But yeah, like any of these fights out here, your teammate did smoke garage, so that's good. You're just not going to be able to have any impact with the Mac 10 out there. The only time I would really go outside with a Mac 10 is if we have a cross smoke, a smoke that lands right here. Because then we can run out there, and then maybe we have a wall smoke too. Like, oh, your teammate's throwing wall, awesome. And then we can get close range. So.
Yeah, well, usually we drop smokes.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Then he smokes this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, that's awesome. Makes perfect sense. Okay. Going down lower. Again, I need you sometimes to take a second to breathe when we're like down here. I get that you want to hold W, do this, but like, look, this is a huge unknown, right? Like, this is a wall right now, and they could be anywhere. And again, like I said, good players are gonna rotate down. They realize outside's compromise. They're gonna come down here and hide. Really good players that have punished me and stuff will already be down here and be on top of site. But one of the most common, if they're slow, they're gonna be out here. They're gonna be holding you from these angles. Don't just bust through this door like you're, like breaking it down and going through. This is 100% a moment, unless we have 100% info on where everyone is, that you need to open the store and take a moment to analyze. Okay, nobody's holding here. Jiggle out here, boom, and then we go, right? Because I mean, I'm gonna exaggerate a lot, but like, there could be 4 guys sitting on site here. Obviously, that's not realistic, and we know that there isn't. But there could be 4 dudes just standing out here, and we bust through this door, and we're just like, oh shoot.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And your teammate killed you there, you see, because of the noise. I'll show you this again. I mean, also you're running, so even I mean, you made noise too. They should, this guy, yeah, should just know already. But so you got yourself killed, but also the teammate that comes behind you accidentally made a step somehow. I don't even know how he made that, but yeah, that sucks. Oh, we actually end up losing that round.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so sad. Yeah, we actually end up losing. We had a teammate. I mean, obviously we're not reviewing this guy, but yeah, he trolled too, so everyone was kind of just trolling. Okay, awesome. Dropping the smokes.
I learned a leather thing you said last time.
That's good. Yeah, I'm going to show you exactly how you should be getting off the silo. You're going to improve at that.
Okay.
It's really simple, and it'll make you look a lot smoother with it. Also, I'm not sure what our buy was like here. Our buy was kind of strange. Like some people buying down to 300, like Feelings buying all the way down. Then some of us are kind of saving, and then he's full saving essentially.
Yeah, I don't remember, to be very honest.
Nah, I mean, yeah, it happens too. Like sometimes it's just like that in these games. Yeah, and then we're kind of just going back and forth here. Okay, we get the opening. Awesome. Cool. What's our plan here? What's our plan? We're gonna wrap now. Like there's no point in really walking at the because we were kind of just running, but it's fine. Nobody ended up hearing us, so I guess it's okay. Okay, good composure there. Really good composure. As far oh yeah, unlucky. And you'll get better at that kind of stuff. Like maybe for now you do look down and drop, but eventually, yeah, like you'll be able to just 100% of the time drop down there and not take any damage. When we are coming through here though, we can do better at this. So we need to think about what we're aiming at, right? So one of the most common places people will be is like vent right here or right here. So that's a good place to aim. Obviously it's fine at the beginning to aim up here because there's nothing much. Top hut. You can come down here and pre-aim silo, but yeah, that door angle is important, and then mini, and then Asian, and then kind of some of these hut and below angles. Regardless, like I don't care what you pre-aim, just like try to consciously be like, okay, I'm looking at this, then looking at this, then looking at this, and again, you're gonna enter the flow state. People are gonna think you're cheating because of how fast you are. Okay. There's a problem with this spot. So you recognize your teammate's heaven, which is good. You look there and you recognize he's there. Bomb is planted for him, so the round is for him at this point, right? You put yourself in the one spot that is exposed to literally every angle that you have to. Your job is to hold sight. He could swing you door, which you are holding, so good for you. He could swing you this side from door, or you're holding hot, which he could swing. He could swing you from door, boom, and he could swing you from mini. What you instead need to do is sit on sight in this situation and jiggle, or I don't even care if you make noise at this point. You could jump spot. You could jump spot up here to see, because you're just in charge of getting info. Any of the places that the guy can come from, if he comes from here, he spots you, he still has to run you all the way down. He comes from hut, he spots you in this angle, he still has to run all the way out here to kill you, and you can sit here and play with him. Same thing with Door, obviously. So you putting yourself in this really exposed position, one, is going to make it hard for you to win the fight because you have to worry about 3 different swings. But 2, it's just going to lead to you taking an unnecessary 1v1 versus if you play on site. The worst case scenario, when this guy goes and runs you down and goes to kill you, your teammate Heaven could, if he wants, swing out here and trade you right away.
Okay.
Versus, like, you know, if the guy was in hut, and you were holding it to your credit, but like if the guy was in hut and he swings real quick and kills you, this guy's in Heaven like, well, now I'm in a 1v1 and, you know, I just gotta chill here now. Okay, we pick up the kill. Again, 5v3 here, you need to slow down because you're on 1 HP. If you were on full health, I'd be like, okay, maybe, but still, it is just bad spacing. At this point, I don't care that you have good, like a very forward position. It's just not worth the risk here. And it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to die without your teammates being there, but Feeling was trying to catch up to you. Like he's trying to be here for you. And this small little thing is just the difference in everything, man. If you had just paused for a second and a half, 2 seconds, waited, boom, now I swing, you die, and Feeling's like, okay, cool, boom, easy kill. But now he's going to swing late, and look what happens. Now he's taking the same fight you took. And then look, I mean, and then he did it wrong too, because like, now look at this Chinese letter guy. What's he going to do? He's going to sit there. Oh, he's going to take the same fight everyone else took. Right? Like, it's just like a never-ending cycle. And then this guy, what's he going to do? Okay, nothing, but you get the point. It's just like, that small thing was the entire difference in that round, bro. That little detail took it from a 5v3 to literally a 3v3 or a 2v3, just like that. And it's hard because, like, again, Counter-Strike is so difficult because every single situation is different. But it's just like reminding myself of some basic like laws of the game. If I'm on low HP, my job is not to like run in anymore unless my teammate is behind me. My job is not to take fights anymore. Like if we have a man advantage situation, my job is not to bite off even more because we already have the round. We have the round 1 essentially. Unless we troll, it's really hard to lose that 5v3. Okay, we catch that guy with his pants down. See, like, you know, take this situation for example. Right before that guy died, we were just in a 3v or a 2v3, right? So they have 3 and we have 2. If you're the team with 2 players, of course, then you need to take risks. You need to do that. If you're the team with 3 guys alive, it's the worst thing in the world to take risks because you know, that's just letting the other team back into the round. Like, where's this guy at? Like, is it this guy? Yeah. Like look at this guy. There's no reason for him to be doing this. He's on low HP. His team has the advantage, and he's gonna toss the entire round away for no reason. Boom. What, like, you know, like, what are you doing, Ballis?
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
Yep. It's like, if you can remind yourself of that common law, it makes Counter-Strike so much simpler. My team has advantage. I just need to play together and we win the round. My team has disadvantage. Okay, I need to do something crazy to get my team like back on track. I need to multi-frag. I need to go crazy. So it really helps you like understand your job for that round. Okay, we're just gonna run it down ramp. Yeah, good, jumped. I like the jumping. I like that you're making it so hard for him to shoot you. And you know, it's unfortunate we don't end up getting the kill, but dude, that was amazing. Like jumping across here and then jump like that was awesome. I like to see that. Because as an opper, that's the most frustrating thing to deal with.
Yeah, I think you said it last time. I needed to jump more with pistols and those kind of things. So I'm trying to do it.
100% with the Glock and Tech 9. 100%. Oh, but not with the AK. Not with the AK. Okay. Close game though, really close game. And you're holding your weight.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah. Alright, we just decided to buy a smoke this round, so we're not going with util. It's fine, I guess we're kind of half buying, so I get it. Oh, nah, yeah. Like, here's the thing. Even though your teammates have already crossed here, at any moment somebody can peek, and then obviously like at the highest level they can flash peek, where it's like a design play, like where maybe they start here and make you think that nobody's peeking, and they're just sitting here, their teammate throws a flash and boom, they peek out here. So for many reasons, man, just like, I mean for Nuke specifically, but this is just like Mirage going middle or something, like don't just knife out here and come through. It's just not worth it. Just have your gun out and, you know, get ready.
Okay.
Also, a play I want you to steal, because it would have killed you so many of these rounds and also your teammates, is if you ever find yourself as the A player or even the ramp player, you could start by going down vents instantly and going down secret and holding any of these angles, sitting in the corner here or sitting on the stairs. Pros love to play on the stairs, by the way. Or if you're the ramp player coming down here and starting on these stairs, or, you know, whatever, like change it up, because it'll just off of positioning, it'll give you such an advantage in the round.
Okay.
Yeah, we're exposing ourselves so much here, but we end up crossing. What the heck? What the heck? Yo, ain't no way. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. What is happening? That's hilarious. That's actually so funny. We're going crazy. Like, I mean, everyone on the server is going crazy at this point.
I heard him on the stairs, I think.
Yeah. And you end up getting the kill here. Let's see that. I believe that. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a pretty even fight, because you should be. Yeah, it's pretty even fight, honestly. It just sucks because you're low HP, but you know, I guess we end up picking it up here. But again, it is just like I'm gonna be honest with you. It is just like an unnecessary place to be. If you're on low HP like that, even though you have a Mac 10, I get it's not like the best fight for you here. That's where maybe we just play for info, or we come in vents here and just hold the ladder, sit here, or, you know, just play safe, go on site and play safe. Regardless, it ends up working out for us here, though. Good aim. That was a great crosshair placement, to your credit. Yeah, and we just keep running around. We find them. At this point, the game's kind of devolved into like deathmatch run around for everybody, honestly. Not you, just like literally the entire server. I guess CT side was a little bit like that too. Yeah. It just sucked for that round too. Like they have scouts, they have MP9s, they have all these things. We literally have AKs. We literally have AKs and full nades. Everything we could ever ask for. And our strat was to dry swing outside, run in here. Like, we're throwing away every advantage that we have there, which sucks. You guys were throwing great smoke walls. You guys were throwing awesome stuff. Like, and we're just feeding the scatter, who, yes, he hit really good shots, but like, why are we even giving him the chance to hit those? And then the MP9, like, I don't blame you for running into mini there, but it's just like, we're just doing everything dry. And then do we win this round? It looks like we win this round, and
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and you know why? Because we actually like go back to doing what was working. So this is something that is frustrating, because like, you know, my team, even in our like pro matches, like, we'll run the same thing and it will be working. And yes, you do need to throw in a little variation and do things, but it's like, if it isn't broken, don't fix it. If they have zero solution for what you're doing, like, you know, don't fix it. That's a macro thing. That's not your fault, but, you know, just something to think about. Maybe you're making a play that's working very good. Change it up a little bit, tweak it a little bit, but don't stop aggressing if they can't handle that.